Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Roll2Pose podcast, your domain for dorkdom. Today we have Lunchbox,
Rogan,
Ibby,
Scruffy,
Bearded Fury,
That power nerd.
MC.
Nice. A little bit delayed over there.
Bearded Fury coming up.
no.
Anyways,
you were slow.
we've got a pretty big group for you guys today, so bear with us if we speak over each other a lot. It's because we're very loud people. And no. So first things first, let's go ahead and get rolling. All right, no 20s, but a good 17. That's a solid 17. All right, guys. So
Let's talk about video games.
no, let's.
I got the dirtiest look when I said it.
That's why I said it. I like getting dirty looks from Lunchbox.
That's okay. I understand. You guys go ahead.
No, you have a sexy face. That's what I'm saying. I mean dirty looks.
So, anybody go see Jurassic Park?
Yeah,
I did.
Play hard to get. I see.
Because I haven't seen Jurassic Park yet, so I want to know. I've heard nothing but good things on Twitter, freaking Facebook, glorified people that do stupid two thumbs up.
You can only ignore my advances for so long, Lunchbox.
I think it really depends what you want. Do you want to go see Dinosaur stomp on shit? Go watch Jurassic Park. Do you want a movie with a plot or someone interesting? Don't.
Yeah,
exactly
that's actually
it.
the way
That's exactly it. Thanks a lot.
I went into it. I was like, this movie's not gonna have a good story. It's not gonna, make a whole lot of sense. But I'm gonna see dinosaurs eat shit.
Yeah.
So that's worth $10.
It kind of hit
humans.
the nostalgic stuff a little bit, just because it does show stuff, history.
Yeah, and it's got like the
Jurassic
original
Park.
Mr. DNA model from the first one.
Yeah, but
They
as
explore all
far
parts of them.
as plot and character build, oh my god, it was bad.
Really?
It's really bad.
So the
If you
way
ignore that, then it's fun.
the way I the first thing I said when I came out of the movie, it's as if Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec wrote the script to this movie.
Yeah, that was the best way to put it.
Which, now that I'm thinking about it, actually makes it a much better
Just
movie.
and then this happens, and then this happens. And
Just
that's
imagine
Andy
Andy
Dwyer
Dwyer just
explaining it. Just
with the toy
Needs more
dinosaur
Burt
is just
Macklin.
he said, and then I think Burt Macklin comes into the picture, and basically that's the movie.
the main character is Burt Macklin. Because it's just, it's so silly. It's just
Oh, wait, so that would be what Burt Macklin did after he retired from the FBI.
Yes,
All right.
because he was in the Navy, and
No,
for
yeah.
some reason he fucking knew how to deal with dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's just like,
Is
oh
it
yeah.
actually learned in the
Actually,
Navy?
yes, that is probably week 5 of basic training in the Navy in case of dinosaur attacks.
Well, then I'm joining the Navy.
But in the movie, there's no other explanation. Just he's retired Navy. And that's all you get. Just it wasn't even Marine or Army. He's retired Navy. Okay. No offense.
No, for those who don't know, what being in the Navy is basically sitting in a small room staring at a gray wall for, 24 hours a day for 6 months. You don't actually do anything.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then, but somehow he got out of the Navy and he was qualified to be the king of the Velociraptors.
Yeah. Well then, I don't know. Without giving anything away, because you haven't seen it.
Oh God. God forbid we ruin the plot of the
Yeah.
movie.
Well, I'm pretty good at ruining movies, so they all die. No, just kidding.
There's a part,
They
I think
just
it was
nuke the island.
Yeah, just nuke. Everyone's done. I saw in the commercials there was the guy. He was riding a gator or something, and there were a bunch of velociraptors following him around.
It's not a gator.
Whatever it
It's
is.
just a.
It's
It's just a motorcycle.
Wished
Yeah.
it was actually a Segway. Just,
No,
that's what I pictured in my mind, and I think it was a lot better.
I don't know. They didn't get you close to any of the characters. Like I remember watching the first one and just be genuinely like afraid for those children.
Yeah.
And this one I was just like, who the fuck are you? Like just die. I don't even care.
I don't care about these kids.
Yeah, get back to the dinosaurs. I don't care about your
Well, let's face
shitty
it.
character development.
Let's face it. You cared about the kids because you were a kid back then. Now that you're an adult,
No, even
and
now.
you hate kids.
No, even
You just
now.
don't care about the kids.
Even now I care about that
You
kid.
cared about the kids because the protagonist, basically, he had to stop being such a hard ass to actually care about the kids as well and save their fucking lives.
Yeah.
Like, he gave a kid CPR. I
Even
wouldn't
the
give a kid
adults, you
CPR.
care about the adults.
Gross.
That's where Logan draws the line. CPR? Fuck that. Kid's dying.
Help, my kid's choking. Wait, oh no, it's a child.
How old? 13, not old enough. I'm sorry. The age
Wait, what was I
consent.
gonna say about it though? I had something, but I lost it.
Something
Oh,
about
I was just gonna say
dinosaurs?
how many times me and Alex just like looked over at each other and just kind of like pointed like.
Like, did that just
Is
happen?
this seriously
fuck?
happening?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. So many times I turned to him and was just like, what the fuck is happening?
It was a really enjoyable movie, though.
It was really great. Like
action packed.
Yeah.
I just wish there were more one-liners. I wish they would have cut out. Oh, sorry. I wish they would have cut out all the shit about like character development and plot development and just gone straight for fucking one-liners the whole movie.
If anything, I'm impressed that the redhead managed to do everything in heels.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm convinced she had to be a hooker before she got that job.
Well, obviously.
But that's the thing. It could be because who knows who she was? Who the fuck was she?
She's like
She
a
was just a
business
business lady
executive.
that
Yeah.
walked around and was just like, oh, we need to get the park in order. And now
Dinosaur.
everything's about me. And now here's a kiss really quick. And I was like, Chris Pratt. That's cool.
Yeah, it's Andy Dwyer. Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec wrote the script for that movie. So it was really good. I would wait till it's... no, I'd see it in theaters again.
See it
Not
in
again,
theaters?
but I
Yeah,
would
I'd-
recommend seeing it in theaters.
Well,
I don't know.
it's a
Depending
Jurassic
on who
Park
I'm going with, I'd go pay full price for it again.
Did
Yeah.
you see it 3D?
No.
I think I would I think because it was not that good, I'd rather see it in 3D.
There was only a couple scenes that I would have liked to have seen done in 3D, though.
Well, I'm saying, like, if I'm gonna do it, let it be some epic, crazy shit
Yeah.
going on where I don't really care about the plot.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't tell me anything about the movie. So,
There's fucking dinosaurs.
I mean, that's fine too because I mean it's Jurassic Park, man.
Storyline, character build-up, bad, action, fun.
So it's
dinosaurs.
just
Super
it's a
dinosaur.
good fun summer movie to go
Yeah.
see.
And the special
enjoy.
effects were really good. The transitions between CG and practical effects were damn near seamless.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was really
Okay.
good. And the end of the movie, no spoilers, but they did leave it open ending. I wouldn't
Well,
doubt
duh.
if there was a Jurassic World 2 and 3.
Well, of course there's going to be.
I'm hoping
Sequels.
I'm hoping it goes in the direction of Dino Wars. They're just gonna send a bunch of soldiers to fight the dinosaurs now.
I'd be cool with
Dino
that.
Wars. That's awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
That was my birthday, by the way.
Yeah, we did a bunch of cool stuff for Stephanie's birthday.
Yeah, we did. We did some awesome stuff for Stephanie's birthday. We went to a restaurant here in the Springs called the Rabbit Hole.
Rabbit
If
hole.
anyone's ever in Colorado Springs and feels like going out for a good dinner, go to the Rabbit Hole.
Dude, oh my
Pretty
god.
awesome.
If you have a lot of money. But
It wasn't all that
It wasn't
bad.
that bad. We just splurged.
I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't like $60 plates or anything like that. It wasn't a fucking 5-star
Yeah,
restaurant.
just get your drinks before or after you go. That's
Yeah.
what it could was.
Yeah.
Like $10 mojitos? Are you kidding me?
They were
Yeah,
so
by the way,
good.
despite the name, it is not a strip club. Because that's what I
It's
thought.
an
when I
Alice
first
in
heard about it.
Wonderland themed bar / food.
Yeah, it's an amazing restaurant. I'm sure if you went for a bar experience, it would also be really cool for that. But it's literally a hole in the ground kind of restaurant.
I thought it was a gay bar.
Nope, not at
Wow.
all.
It's just got the word hole in it. It just feels like
Yeah,
it should be
it's
something
like-
dirty.
This should be something bad. Like, ugh.
Well, I don't know why your mind goes straight to the gay situation, but my mind went straight to Alice in Wonderland.
Everybody knew that rabbit in that movie was a flamboyant homosexual.
Thank you.
He was late for a very important date with a dude.
'Cause everybody loves rabbit pants.
Probably several dudes the way he was running, though.
But yeah, The one thing that I can suggest if anybody ever goes there, get the pork belly tacos. By far one of the best things I've ever eaten.
I kind of want to just go get some.
I want to go. I just want to go get like 2 orders of them and just call it a night.
Podcast over?
Let's
go
fucking go get some more pork belly tacos. Seriously though, it was really fucking good.
They're open till 1:30.
Then we proceeded to get hammered at Chuck's place, which was fun.
Whatever, I
Proceeded.
just fell asleep.
Proceeded to. I was already drunk.
Yeah, everybody was
I was
already
drunk
drunk
in the
except for
car.
Alex.
I wasn't.
Surprisingly.
I cackled.
Yeah, you want to go tackle some people?
Oh my god, the best thing. Do you guys want to tell the story? It's so good.
It was so funny.
Well, Logan just. I rolled down the window and I was like, I'm drunk, let's tell people it's my birthday. And so I rolled down the window and I was just hollering. And he's like, yeah, what I heard was, yeah, let's cackle.
I definitely said let's cat call.
But he
people.
said cat call. And I was like, cackle? And I just yelled. I
Just-
high-pitched cackled at somebody.
Which
Better
cackling
than I
at
could
people?
ever cackle, like, not drunk. And
That was great.
he's all, no, I said cat call. I was like, oh.
And then she was embarrassed for all of 5 seconds and started cackling at people anyways.
True.
But yeah, that was pretty fucking funny. It was good. It was a good time.
The next day we went to the, on her actual birthday, we went to have you guys been to the aquarium recently?
The Denver Aquarium?
Yeah.
Not recently.
Dude, it's really cool.
Dude, every time I've gone, I've loved it.
Is there a shark?
There's a
There's
bunch.
so many sharks.
There's
And
lots
they're
of sharks.
big. Like, it's not just little tiger sharks. It's like
And
really
there's
big
sharks.
sharks.
They have jellyfish there?
Yeah.
Then
I'll
I
have
would
to share
never
pictures.
fucking go.
But they're in cages.
Don't care.
Let's
see jellyfish.
No, it's really sad. They're in cages.
Why do you...
It's just
Did
a
you
pile.
poke them with sticks?
It's a pile of jellyfish.
Oh, and at the end we got to touch stingrays. Oh my god, it was so
Well, watch
awesome.
out. Don't get Steve Irwin.
I know.
Oh
We
my God.
actually asked the lady, we're like, wait, so Steve Irwin died? Like, why are we touching these? And she's like, oh, we clipped their thing shorter, it's fine. No, you know.
The tail of a stingray is more like
It's like a
cartilage and bone,
nail.
so they're able to cut it off and file it down, so it's not a threat. Interesting science fact of the
But
night.
they're like sweet and happy ones, and they're just like, oh.
Yeah, have you guys seen like the bottom side of a stingray? They
Yeah.
just look like goofy dogs. They're like,
Yeah.
whoa.
They're the greatest.
And we met this one that fell in love with us named Floppy.
Yeah.
It's a great name.
The lady she was like kind of embarrassed to say it. I was like, what's this one's name? She's like, Floppy.
Why would you
We
be
don't talk
sad about
I
that?
don't know.
That is the greatest
Because
name
she
for a
was
stingray
big,
ever.
and she was like really big and saggy, like
Oh,
and floppy looking.
Don't talk about the lady like that.
Oh, stingray.
Oh.
Lunch lady swag.
After
The stingray had lunch lady swag.
For sure.
So after we went to this beautiful, magical, nautical world of seeing fish and all things beauteous in the sea, we went to Red Lobster.
He was like, "You've come so far." Like,
Yeah.
Because I like made it talk to him. I was like, "Ooh, crab leg," and he's like, "Who are you?"
Yeah. Like the first time I ever Stephanie's a converted vegan, right? So the first time vegetarian, whatever. Same thing. So the first
all
time I
pussy
ever
shit.
ate crab legs with her, like you know how you can take like the little tendon bit and make the claw pinch
Yeah.
back and forth. I was like, "Hey Stephanie, check this." And she's like, "Don't do that. Like please don't do that." And so like 2.5 years after that first experience, she's just like, so
It was like the time when we were in Kyoto. And we were talking to her with the prawns. Like, oh, Stephanie, why don't you love me?
Why do you want to eat my brother?
To be fair, they have eyeballs,
Okay, prawns do have eyeballs.
and they're
don't
like
fashion
still like
Shrivel up
basically
and
alive.
them. Yeah, they turn red when you cook them, and once they're red, you're like, oh, these look familiar now, and then you can eat them.
Oh,
It's just when they're gray and brown, they look kind of creepy.
there's like. Ugh. Anyway,
Uh,
yeah, my birthday was sweet.
And then we saw Jurassic World.
right on. That sounds like good times.
It's that. Way to end the story without a segue.
And then birthday sex. Anyway.
Whoa! Do we want to go into depth on that?
I already did.
That, yep, high fives all around.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even got a high five from Stephanie.
I don't like to talk
I can't wait to
my
listen
dad.
to this part.
Sorry to everybody related to Stephanie.
That was
Who is
awesome.
listening to this?
That was great. Anyways,
Wait, one thing to say, Stephanie should say it, about Brian, like the guy who's doing our intro. What did he say about Minecraft? Because it was the funniest thing.
You want me to say that now? Or bring it up another time?
Yeah.
He was saying we should start a Nerds Gone Too Far section. I don't know if
well,
it's
we
gonna
do
be
that
as
every
funny.
week.
I don't know if this is gonna be as funny to you guys, but so he lost his job and he's been like building Legos and like just everything you've wanted to do because you have all the time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so he cracked out on Minecraft for like 12 hours maybe, and like had been cracking out for like a week.
Uh-huh.
But so he built his childhood home. And like he was just like, it feels so real. Like you even walk inside and it just feels like my dad's gonna be there and my mom and blah blah blah. And I was like, whoa, buddy. I was like, are you working out some childhood issues? He's like, yes, leave me alone. And he was just like, yeah, I even put Dude in the backyard, and Dude was his first dog. I was like, whoa, you've gone way too far. He's like, it just reminds me of like, remember when we used to play puppets and like put up the fence and like do shows for my mom? And I'm just like, yes, Brian, I remember that. He's like, I think we should do that again sometime.
Wow, he's suffering from Michael Jackson syndrome. Damn.
But yeah, it was just like, yeah, I'm just working on my childhood issues right now in Minecraft.
So that's the.
just bringing back memories of a better time.
He was just like, oh man, get time.
So that's the first installment of the Nerds Gone Too Far.
Oh, jeez.
It sounds therapeutic, though.
Oh man.
But think about it though. I did think about that. I was like, wow.
I did
Did
that in
even
The
try
Sims
to
for years.
Build my own house? Like, I don't even remember.
Built my house in The Sims.
Yeah, I
Sims
did
is
that
true.
all the time. Yeah.
You guys are adorable.
What?
What?
You're supposed to think of something that's not your house.
That was a boring nerd. It's like,
New
yeah,
house.
this is my house. I'm gonna
Well-
have my Sims character play The Sims on the
I was-
computer in the same spot while I'm playing The Sims.
No,
on the
I was
computer.
tired of building the same freaking box mansion every time, and I was just like, you know what? I should build my own house. So I started building my own house, and you know what? It was fucking awesome. I made my own family, made everybody get the jobs that they actually had. It was awesome. It was a great game. I love The Sims.
And then what I used to do was I'd make everybody drink a ton of water and then delete the bathrooms and then delete all of the doors to the outside
So you
world.
kill your family.
No, it's just a pee party
Yeah, it was,
where they're all just yelling at the screen like, "Why, God?"
yeah, and then they'd all just like yell at the ceiling. Why did I just piss myself in the hall?
Do you guys want to hear a really awesome joke? Quackalickispa, Squibity Zorp.
Way to kill it there, Alex.
What?
Come here.
It was a Sims joke. Oh no, I just got slapped in the face.
Oh, that was rude.
Logan hates everything.
Obviously, look at his face.
China sucks ass.
He has resting bitch
So,
face.
Logan has resting bitch face. So with anime, there was something last week that we wanted to talk about that we didn't touch base on that Logan really wanted to say something about. It was about China, right?
Oh yeah, China's pretty much censoring or just making it illegal or blocking it.
Yeah, it's,
Whatever, a
it's
whole bunch
illegal, basically.
Yeah, a whole bunch of anime is illegal in China now,
That
and I
sucks.
forget what their criteria was, but
Anything with,
it's like violence, spiritual.
uh-huh.
I don't know, anything like
Or
graphic.
pornography.
So that's like everything.
All of
then.
it, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much
The
all
list
of it.
is really
So no
long.
anime.
Yeah, I think I was most
Yeah.
surprised. Stephanie said was
Full Metal?
was it no Mushishi?
Oh, Mushishi, yeah.
Yeah, Mushishi was banned, which if no one's seen Mushishi, that's one you need to watch. It's like slice of
You
life
guys seen
Shinto.
Mushishi?
I've seen a couple episodes of it. Yeah,
Dude,
I also read
dude,
a couple of the manga.
You gotta watch Mushishi.
Mushishi
It's
is
so good.
phenomenal.
If you like Japan, it's all about like old Japan.
Yeah, Mushishi is basically so back during the like heavy Shinto days, right? They had an explanation for everything as far as where sicknesses happened, why somebody got sick, and there was different mushi that caused it, or basically small spirits. And so the Mushishi is the Mushi master, and he basically goes around and solves people's issues if their illnesses are not normal and equated to these old Shinto spirits rather than a traditional sickness.
So,
So it's like House MD in anime form in feudal Japan.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
House, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he goes around and
Yeah,
fixes
he's just a
weird
doctor
things.
that goes and does weird things to heal people.
Yeah.
It's House MD in anime form. So yeah, if you like House, you'll like Mushishi.
But it's super spiritual. Like,
That's probably why it's banned in China.
yeah.
Yeah, basically, if there's something that can make you think, like, outside of what the government tells you, China's gonna ban it.
So our
Pretty much.
podcast isn't gonna make it to China.
No, there's no fucking way.
Or North Korea.
But there's so many.
Definitely not North
There's
Korea.
so many people.
Well, yeah,
there.
you can't eat the podcast, so
What's wrong
You
with
can.
Sierra Leone?
I don't know. You can't.
You
I'm
can't.
sorry.
You can't really. You can't eat words.
unless you make the words into cookies.
Or soup.
you're
What
eating
about
alphabet
alphabet
soup.
soup?
Yeah.
Mm,
Let's see.
Mm.
Well, that's more like eating word components.
that's eating words.
That's eating letters. They're not usually words unless you're haunted in a haunted house, and it says "Get out while you can."
I just eat it.
It's like, hey, look, alphabets.
Get in my belly while you can.
Oh boy. Well, anyways, so obviously, big thing happened this week. Happens every year.
I know. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Stephanie.
I was talking about E E3.
Almost as good. Gay face.
I've been practicing my gay face. For Max.
Wait, what?
Max has like
He does
super
this
gay
face where he's looking at me and then he goes. He like looks at
Oh,
me. and
kind of like that that Mexican guy from
Exactly.
Vines.
That guy
It just goes straight to the same face on like every day.
Yeah, that
That's Max's dad.
So good, so good. Anyways,
All right.
So-
E3.
E3, big shit all the time. So many things. I want to talk about Bethesda last.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, right?
That just
Yeah.
took a turn.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Bethesda last.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about Bethesda last. But, so, out of all of the conferences that anybody has seen and all that stuff this week, who do you guys think won E3?
Bethesda.
Yeah, well,
The dog from the Fallout 4 trailers.
no, I'm talking companies.
Well, the dog might be starting his own company from what I've been hearing.
You can win.
It's
According
not
to
an
us.
actual. It's not.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like
You're
what are you
saying
guys
most
mostly
excited.
excited? Like what got you the most vamped up? Like what are you so just like ah?
Alright, so I didn't watch E3 nearly as much as you guys, but like, so I'll say it like this, like, so the Final Fantasy 7 HD Remax trailer almost made me cry.
It did make
It
me
did
cry.
make you cry.
I had tears in my eyes.
Oh,
That's
we're,
But
still
that's
crying.
not crying.
are you just trying
But-
to sound manly?
No,
Dude,
because
no, fuck
Fallout,
that.
the Fallout 4 just like announcement made me cry.
Dude,
like tears in my eyes, just like it's finally happening.
I straight up
So Fallout 4 wins
squealed
for me.
when Sony did the reveal for the Final Fantasy VII. My dad had already went into his own room and was watching TV and stuff like that. I was watching the Sony presser. Well, I was watching it live because I just got off of work and I got home just in time for it to start. And I sit down, I was watching it, and then all of a sudden that comes on, and I was just like, when it first started, I was just like, wouldn't it be funny if this was actually an HD remake of Final Fantasy VII? And then it kind of showed some other snippets. I was like, well, it definitely looks like Final Fantasy, and it looks like the world of 7.
Dude,
Then it shows the city. I was just like,
did
that looks oddly fucking familiar.
the
And then all of a
soundtrack
sudden-
not give it away?
Okay, I've been burned a lot of times about the Final Fantasy VII universe,
I
okay?
understand. Okay.
All right, probably about 13 times now. Because there were the spin-off games, there was the freaking HD remaster for PC, and the HD remaster for PC that was being ported to PlayStation 4.
That shooter
and
game
the-
with Vincent?
Yeah, and like all this other bullshit.
Yes.
Just like, there were so many
So
Final
bad.
Fantasy VII spin-offs. And I was just like, okay, so what are they doing with the Final Fantasy VII universe? Maybe it's a movie or something stupid. Something like that. Who knows? And then finally it just, bam, there's Cloud Strife. Bam, there's the word remake. I was just like,
Dude, yeah.
ah!
as soon as you see Barrett's gun,
Yeah,
just like you see like a machine gun, and it's just like it's attached to his
an arm.
to a big
And
black
you're just
arm.
like,
It's just like
what?
Barrett,
Yeah.
Why'd
And
you
then,
look at D?
because this big black guy.
because
You are my
D
Barrett.
is Barrett.
You are my
Yeah.
Barrett. D.
I'm obviously Tifa.
I'm actually still holding out for the Final Fantasy VI remake. I'd like them to up it from 16 bits to maybe 32. I think that would be really great.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
That's dumb.
You know, I'd
First of
never,
all, 6
I
bits
love it.
isn't a thing.
I'd never thought about
8
it,
bits.
but now that you mentioned it, I want it.
16-bit
Oh, okay.
to 32. That would make perfect
I
sense.
think they should remake all of them. Think about it. Final Fantasy. Just Final Fantasy for the NES. Remake. HD remake.
They
did it.
do that.
What the fuck? Where have I
Yeah, it was
been?
on the PSP.
Yeah, it was on PlayStation, or it was on PSP and the DS.
HD remake.
Well, they did 1 and 2 on the PSP, then they did 3 and 4 on the
What do you
DS.
mean? I don't understand what you're saying.
It's like literal, just the Final Fantasy game for like NES and your Game Boy from back in the fucking 80s.
Okay.
They HD remade it, color, all that stuff, same mechanics, same game, everything like that. It's a new game, and it came out like fucking 8 years ago.
Is it still 8-bit?
No.
What the I don't I need to pay more
See,
attention
you
to
probably
things.
didn't care because you didn't own a PSP. I was a dumbass and bought one, and therefore I knew and
What do you
cared.
mean you were a dumbass and bought one? Some fantastic games came out for the PS.
Final Fantasy Tactics?
Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics was a big one.
Oh, did anyone
I-
play Final Fantasy Tactics on the Game Boy? The one with the judges?
Yeah,
God damn it, those judges. Every time.
such douchebags.
Wait! I am a judge. No black magic, no melee attacks, no ranged attacks. What the fuck do you want me to do, Judge?
Heal!
Heal
Heal!
everybody.
God, I do remember that.
Oh god, that was the worst mechanic ever. Like, okay, and this time we'll just have guys that stop you from being able to play the game that you purchased. Hey, oh, thanks. This is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, I remember since the judges, like their judgments would be random, I had one where you basically couldn't do anything but heal, and it was on the final boss.
Yeah.
It was bullshit.
What?
Yeah.
That's awful.
I mean,
Well,
all you had to do was reload, because it would randomize the judgments for every time you load up the game, but
Right.
still, I was like, really? I can't even damage people?
But anyways,
These games are ancient.
Old games aside,
We're talking about the future.
obviously
What do you mean the
Sony
future? They're just remaking everything.
Sony
Yeah.
dropped the bomb on everybody with that with the remake thing.
But
Something everybody's been wanting for a really long time, except
really
for
long
Logan.
time.
Logan doesn't care
Logan doesn't want anything
because
except for to
he
murder
hates Final Fantasy
the
VII.
game.
I
Except
also don't care. It's cool that it's
I
being made.
also don't
But
care.
that's just the thing. People care about games.
Here's the thing. I actually had all the mods for Final Fantasy VII on the computer, which made it look just as good as I guarantee you guys are going to pay $60, $70 for on the PlayStation 3 or whatever. 4.
Anyways, other
Just
things
saying.
that were
Other
other things that were announced was things like Shenmue is coming out with its third game, and it's going to be crowdfunded. So
Finally.
people that are hardcore Shenmue fans that have been wanting the third installment of the story for the past, I don't know how long. It's been a long time since Shenmue 2 came out.
It's been like 10, 11 years, I think.
It's been a long time.
Didn't
But
the second one come out for like Sega?
No, it was PlayStation.
The first one
2.
was out for the Dreamcast, I think.
It was PlayStation 2 for the second one.
And then, the second one came out for the PS2.
But anyways, they're allowing people to say, hey, we would throw money at it. Well, now's your time to do so. And it reached its goal in less than 24 hours. Its goal was only $2 million to make the game.
Only
$2 million to make a game, guys.
Have you seen how many games have come out like massively cheaper?
Yeah.
What is this?
Well, this
2
is...
million? Are you kidding me? No, that's a ripoff. They don't need nearly that much to make a game.
Yeah, but there are a
How
lot
big's
of
the dev
diehard
team?
fans out there that want a fucking good game.
Well, how big is the dev team? And let's take that for starters. See, this is why I'm tired of Kickstarter. Like,
We're not talking about Kickstarter.
Whatever.
We're talking about fans in the game. So right now, I just checked it before we started the podcast. It's at $3.1 million right now.
Holy shit.
Of course, there's like the $10,000 deal where that got picked up like right off the bat. Somebody went
I
up
need
and
to
paid
kickstart
$10,000. Somebody's paid $10,000 for the leather jacket. Like it's a leather jacket replica that the main character wears and like shit like that. Really fucking cool idea. I like it as an idea. It gives the fans to put up or shut up. So, I mean, if you want the game, then get it out there.
What if they give him crap though?
Well, that's just the thing. That's Kickstarter.
What happens? Yeah, when the game gets delayed, when basically half that money that you gave this corporation is actually taken away in taxes since it's profit. I mean, different stuff like that. And then, Kickstarter has been notorious for basically having people put up the things and then get it all shut down and say, "Oh, we're sorry, we ran out of money," and then try to restart it again under a different
Well,
name.
I mean, this is the original creator of the game
Yeah.
working by side with the company that originally backed it.
So the company that originally backed it said, "We don't want to back it right now. Go get your fans to pay for it. Then we'll take it up. Then we'll sell it and make all the profits." Basically, Kickstarter is a way for companies to get double dip on their profits.
Pretty much.
Yes,
I'm not saying Kickstarter is a good way of doing it. What I'm saying is it's awesome that so many people are willing to back something like that.
Does anyone remember what Kickstarter was actually for? Originally? No, it was for bands actually. For bands that had music and wanted to get their start to get on the road and go tour.
Or just in general because people didn't buy albums anymore.
Yeah, that too. I mean, like recording
That
costs
was
and stuff is
mainly it,
expensive.
actually.
Yeah, it was basically for people who couldn't get instantly picked up by a record company to
Right.
go out and try to record their stuff.
And
go on
now
tour.
it's all about potato salad and pizza.
I was gonna say, all I remember was that one guy asking for pizza money, and he got like 3 years worth of pizza money for it. Like, hey, pay for my pizza, and everybody's like, yeah, here's like $20.
Yeah, we've all seen the South Park episode, right? The Redskins episode,
No.
where it's pretty much saying that Kickstarter is a big corporation that just says, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
pretty much everything that Kickstarter stands for, now is go fuck yourself. But when we're talking about,
we're
like,
getting
it can
away
be,
from the facts.
it can be used for good shit like this. Like, Shenmue, Max has told me a lot about this. Like, he's
It's
really excited about this because
yeah.
Shenmue 1 and 2 were really fucking awesome games, and they finally have the money to make a third game, which everybody has wanted for years and years. So, Kickstarter's not all awful. Logan's a cynical asshole.
Well,
Let's
if you look
continue.
at it, there's no way that a game costs that much to develop, especially that under a small team. Like, they're saying, we need this much in profits before we will actually make your game. Not, we need this much money to make your game, and then hopefully people will purchase
Oh, that's
and will make
just-
their profits. They're saying, we want our profits up front, and then we'll think about making a game. And once they have exactly what they want, there's no telling how long it will take them to complete the game, or basically how much they'll change it or anything like that. When you're looking at a Kickstarter fund, you need to look at who it is, how big the dev team is, when its estimated release date is, and how much stuff it actually has already made. People should actually be forced to make essentially alpha builds of their stuff before they put up a Kickstarter.
Yeah, but it's being able to invest without having to do any research. That's why people don't mind giving $5. So, like, this sounds like a cool idea. But then you have a whole bunch of people saying $5 towards, oh, this seems like a good idea. And the guy who paid $10,000 to get an awesome jacket, I mean,
I
if you can afford $10,000 for an awesome
obviously
jacket, why
he
not?
can afford that shit. So
Throw
obviously,
around
fuck it. At
$10,000.
that point,
And
like,
people buy collectibles for that much all the time.
Yeah. So,
I mean, the fact of the matter is, it's happening. The people are obviously super fucking happy about it because they're throwing money at it. With it being something like Kickstarter and it not being a 100% guarantee that it's going to actually fucking happen. But the fact of the matter is, there are fans out there that are willing to put up the money to make sure that the game comes out.
That's terrible, and you're all terrible people.
well, you smell
Shut
like...
up, Logan. Next.
Well, you've been wearing
Sony.
nothing but Eskimo Joe's t-shirts for the last 16 years.
This
Longer
is
than
true.
that.
Actually,
Longer than
I've
that.
had Eskimo Joe shirts my entire life. Thank you.
Anyways, so they also showed a video of The Last Guardian, which hadn't been shown for years.
It
5 or 6 years.
They originally showed it off at the 2007 E3,
Yeah.
and then we didn't hear anything about it until 2009, and then they showed off something last year, like they hinted at it, and now they're actually working on it.
Yeah, they're showing... They actually showed fucking gameplay.
And it still looks like a PS3
it looks like a
tech demo.
PS3 tech demo, but at the same time, it's just... obviously, they're still working on it. It might be a really small team right now because everybody else is working on other stuff, but the fact of the matter is it's still being worked on, and don't like lose faith in us yet, kind of thing.
Forgive my ignorance. I heard you guys talking about this earlier, and I have no idea what the fuck The Last Guardian is.
Team Ico? You play Ico or Shadow of the Colossus?
No.
You
So-
never played Shadow of the Colossus?
No, it's one of my
It's-
shameful secrets. That
This
now
is something
everybody
that has to
knows.
be remedied instantly.
Yeah, so...
Podcast over. We're going to play Shadow of the Colossus. Thanks everyone for listening. Goodbye.
Yeah, so Shadow of the Colossus is known to be probably one of the best games ever created because it's just so seamless and so well put together. It's a great game. It's a good video game. So these people obviously know what they're doing.
Okay.
And this game is just their next project. And it's been going for a really long time. And they finally showed some more stuff. So basically, Sony press conference was a whole lot of, oh, you've been waiting 10 years for this? Well, here you go. It's coming.
That was a lot of E3. A lot of E3 was just like, you've been begging for this, and we've been ignoring you for years.
Yeah.
But this year, we show you that we have been ignoring you for years, but we finally got around to wanting to get you what you want.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's been the year of fulfilling broken promises. It's just been like, I mean, it's
I don't
been
know.
great.
This seems more to me like instead of the year of fulfilling broken promises, this is making another promise of no, baby, I'll change. I'll stop beating the shit out of you. Hold on.
That's alright. Thank you. I'm glad someone else is on the same page with me.
I mean, you can make
Okay.
as many promises as
We
you want.
can't have Bearded Fury and Logan on the same podcast ever again.
Yes, because
There's
too
too
much
much
cynics will just
cynicism.
shit all over everything.
Too much cynicism.
It's
One
like-
will
like
come
it.
in and make points that no one will listen to, but if there's two of us here, you can't ignore both of us.
I like it.
I mean, you can't say that they're fulfilling promises until you actually have the product in your hand and it's everything they've promised.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, look at the
obviously,
promise of Mass Effect 3. Oh, everything you did from the fucking first game is going to affect the third game.
Yeah, and then
no,
you
it's
get-
not. You get 3 endings versus your promise, like, what is it? Like,
Yeah, and then
fucking
the end
46
was,
endings?
pick your favorite color.
Yeah,
we were
pick your
supposed to have like
favorite color.
30 different endings.
They're like, okay, we're sorry, we really messed up. How about some DLC? Is that going to make you guys feel better? No.
No.
Fuck you and your DLC.
Yep.
But
No buts. They actually have a fucking really good point there.
yeah,
Mass Effect 3 burned me so hard. I am still really fucking mad about it.
yeah, I mean, out of the whole
That being said,
E3, I saw like 4 games that I'm willing to throw money at right now.
that
no,
being
but it's way better than last year's E3 or the year before that. Where I was just like,
It's been
I'm not excited for
extremely-
any of this.
I thought they just canceled last year's E3 from a lack of anything showing at E3.
yeah. Dude, there was a whole lot of nothing last year. That's
Dude,
for damn
games have been
sure.
so
They
shitty
should
for, like,
have.
5 years, I want to say.
It's been a long time.
Instead of like, all right, we're going to release all these amazing games, just like, we're hopefully going to have a good game once every like 5 or 6 months, maybe. Like, now it's just like, no, fuck that. This is the gaming community.
November, hold on to your butts.
Yeah.
In November, obviously.
Fucking, yeah, Fallout.
It's like October.
3,
The end of
Fallout 4.
October, it's just like, all right, guys, here's Halo. Go ahead and enjoy that for a little while. And then November is just like, okay, here's the rest of it. Take all of it right now.
What is
Yeah,
it?
shove that straight down your throat.
Star Wars, Battlefronts, Fallout 4, what else?
Oh, God. So there's Fallout 4. There's
Destiny DLC.
the Destiny DLC. There's... shit. There's
gonna
too many
be,
things.
Thanksgiving.
DLC for Elder Scrolls Online.
All that turkey.
Have they decided who's working on Battlefront? Is
Yeah,
it going to be
it's DICE.
Yeah. So are they just going to like reuse the Battlefield engine?
Yeah,
Is
it's all Frostbite.
Then why are we
Everything,
excited about this?
literally everything that
That
EA
right.
is doing, literally everything that EA is doing is running on the Frostbite engine.
Okay, which didn't the most recent Battlefield that came out basically have like some of the worst lag issues and constant complaints about how exactly their server queuing worked? I mean, okay, so here you go. You get your fucking long, big old wait for Battlefront and have serious lag issues as soon as you try to play it online.
You're talking about massive battles online with Battlefield, right?
Yeah.
With Battlefront, it's mainly going to be couch gaming.
What makes you think that?
Because that's what they fucking said. They said
When
it's
has
you
EA ever told the
versus your friend.
When has EA told the truth?
It's you versus your friend. Your friend is on the Empire. You are on the fucking Rebels. You guys go ahead and head at it, and it's you versus the computer and your friend versus you versus the computer.
But didn't you watch the EA trailer? Wasn't that very indicative of a very massive multiplayer online scale?
Yes.
And that's how the first Battlefront was. It was
Yes.
a big, like, online game.
Except this has
Except
smaller
it was-
player counts. The first one was capable of 32 versus 32. This one's, I think, 20.
Quit breaking my heart. I'm excited about these things.
It's
No,
gonna
if I
have-
can't be excited, you can't either.
It's going to be Battlefield
They
4
like to
Star
break
Wars
everything.
Edition. That's what it is. They already had it. It's basically the ticket system they had in Battlefield 4, and it's going to be Battlefield 4 Star Wars Edition.
You're not
Different
gonna take
classes,
this,
ticket system, vehicles.
Anyways,
Done.
after Fallout 4 and Battlefront comes out at that time of the year,
Simpsons
there's
did
going to
it.
be Dark Souls 3, which is fucking...
Yep, Dark Souls 3, which it seems like Dark Souls is the new Assassin's Creed when it comes to game every year.
So, every
Wait,
2 years.
Dark Souls 3 is coming.
Yeah, next spring.
2016 next spring.
Me and Logan were having this
Excited?
conversation earlier
Yeah,
today.
actually.
About that one?
Like,
Yep.
we've had
Dark
this,
Souls sucks.
we've had this conversation many times. First of all, fuck you. Second of all, there are these games that come out just like, okay, yeah, there's going to be a new Assassin's Creed. It's going to be the same fucking game. Whoop-de-doo, who fucking cares? But people love the Assassin's Creed games, right? They want more and more to come out.
Stupid people love the Assassin's Creed games.
Shut up. People like Mario Kart, Mario Party, just like, it's
Sorry,
gonna be
I
the same
feel the
game.
cynicism sinking in.
But
No, there's a difference between what you're doing and what we're doing. We're actually bringing up good points. You're just being a dick.
Wow.
But anyways, I don't care if Dark Souls goes up
Kick
to
them
Dark
out the
Souls
club, just like
76, if they make a new game every 2 years. If they keep putting out the same great shit that they've been putting out, like, it's just a great game. It's
Who's
got
in charge of that?
From Software.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's From Software. They're let's see, what else did they make? They made the Armored Core games, which those suck now, and that's sad.
Demon Souls, Dark
Yeah.
Souls, and Bloodborne.
Yeah, they made a lot of really
That's
good
all
games.
that matters.
I've actually liked most everything that's come from Software. They're very detail-oriented people. They focus a lot on like little things, and there's pockets of lore that they always put into their games that aren't specifically told in the story aspect.
Mhm.
There's stuff you have to hunt and find, or just or look for, or just kind of think of yourself a little bit, or kind of wonder what that.
Yeah, like with the Armored Core games back on PS2, they would they'd have all these corporations that you'd work for,
Yeah,
and they
all
wouldn't
said
tell you
slightly
about them in
different
the
things.
missions. You'd have to actually like go read the post-mission reports and everything to find out who you were working
Yeah,
for.
and listen, they all said different things, and then sometimes, depending what you're working for, one of the other mercenaries that you'd fight, they'd have like certain different dialogues and stuff. So from that stuff, you could learn about how psychic control worked for your mech or your AC, or just different stuff like that. And I love the way they distribute their lore throughout all the games. And Dark Souls is the same way. As long as they continue that, like a very meticulous attention to detail and a very sparse lore that you actually have to search for yourself rather than having it shoved down your throat in terrible exposition, I will always be happy with From Software games.
Yeah, because they have, hands down, the best fighting engine ever.
I was going to say, a lot of their gameplay is really solid as well. They're one of the few companies that when they announce a game, if it's from a series that I like, I'll instantly just be like, that's got my attention.
Yeah, see, stupid people buy the Assassin's Creed games. It's the same shit over and over again. That battle engine's dumb. They had a whole bunch of really awesome stuff. Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 were brilliant. But fucking...
I was just really sad where the story went. I had a lot more fun where it was trying to say that, the Apple of Eden was a big deal, and you get to see all that stuff and the pseudo kind of religious thing going for it. But it all just sort of went off into left field with batshit nonsense.
Yeah.
Mafia stuff.
See, the good thing about the Dark Souls series is there's no storyline to be ruined. Because they're all, different stories, and it's just I don't even give a shit about the story. Today I was playing Bloodborne, and it was just alright, so you have the option. You can either become the Vile Bloods with their awful, nastiness, or you can go join the church. And my decision-making process in the game was, well, I went to the church, and their door was locked. But you're here, and you're offering me a job. So yes, I will join the dark side.
That's what I like is you don't have the story that's most important in the world. You're just another story in the world.
Yeah.
Your story it'll be there, yeah, but it's not you are the
chosen one, the pariah.
The only one in the world that can read all the Elder Scrolls without going blind. Congratulations. Lore ruined. Thank you, Skyrim.
Anyways, we can talk about Dark Souls for 6 hours. Let's continue.
Yes. So, just to finish up with EA before these two have a connection, freaking Mirror's Edge looks great. I'm super excited. I loved the first Mirror's Edge game, and I like what DICE does with their work. So
I'm actually probably going to buy that one.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge is great. So
I have
excited
a
for
pretty
that.
big EA band going myself, but the Mirror's Edge and Mass Effect are probably the ones that I'm going to break that for.
Yeah, I actually didn't see on Mirror's Edge. What are they changing this one? Because I really did enjoy the first one, as long as it was.
It looks exactly the same, except this is supposed to be the beginning of the story for Hope. Or Faith, I'm sorry. Faith
Yeah, it actually...
That just happened.
Yeah, it did.
Sorry.
Inside joke.
So, basically it's the story of what started, what kept Faith going on that one.
Oh, and then since it's got Need for Speed up there, it looks good, but I have one complaint. The cars are always wet. I don't know how, but they managed to make a car look sweaty.
It's Need for Speed Underground.
I know.
Need for Speed Underground did all that too.
But even without rain, the car still looks like it just ran a fucking mile and a half.
It's Need for Speed Underground. I'm so fucking happy that it's coming back. I just want to get my fucking Datsun 510, put some wide body kits on that shit, put a fucking huge engine in it, and just turbocharge the shit out of it and go sideways everywhere. Everywhere in the world.
But they look sweaty. How does it...
It looks beautiful. I love it.
Anyone see that Need for Speed movie that came out?
No.
Never.
No, I did not.
No, did you guys? There was actually a movie, a Need for Speed movie.
Yeah, it had Jesse Pinkman in it.
Something like that. I never actually watched it either. I just remember it being absolutely terrible the few seconds I saw of it, and then judging many things about it from that.
Anyways, so Need for Speed is coming out, and I couldn't be happier because I loved Underground and Underground 2. Some of the best racing games out there, for sure.
Still to this day.
Still, so good. Anyways, on to Microsoft. Let's blow through this really fucking fast because I want to talk about Bethesda a lot. Microsoft obviously has a lot of things that they want to talk about with the Xbox One. They're doing a terabyte version where it's got big hard drives so you can download all the video games, which is going to be a huge deal because it's going to be backwards compatible.
Yeah, keep it going. Get it
Way so
going.
fast.
Holy shit.
Man, Bethesda's gonna be.
I'm sorry, it's just a thing. So
we need
backwards
to get to Bethesda.
backwards.
Go to Bethesda.
Backwards capabilities on the Xbox One, basically the top 100 games that came out in the past years for Xbox 360 are going to be backwards compatible. You put in the disc, it finds it in the library, you download it to your software, and blah, 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 blah. You can play old Xbox 360 games.
I think that's really cool, though, because it's not going to be like something you have to buy. It's just something that
it's
you're
just
going to be able
something.
to download.
It's something that they're going to put on the console over a certain amount of time, and then once it's time to flip the switch, they flip the switch and
He's breathing so hard.
Yeah, I really love that because it's actually something I already have on my computer, PC Master Race.
With these changes comes a new user interface, as well as they're also doing some new peripherals like your new Xbox controller, which is the Elite version.
Yep.
Yeah.
Elite controller.
Did they finally make it for human-sized hands?
Yes, and they have interchangeable buttons.
I want to go back to
D-pad.
Xbox original controllers.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
the
those
fucking-
actually fit in my hands, so
I love those. But
They
yeah,
can be
it's
used as a
got
murder weapon.
paddle buttons on the back, so you got four extra trigger buttons.
Not to mention, in the new interface, Cortana is gonna be like
This is
Siri,
why nerds are good at that.
and then the Xbox is becoming more streamless
What?
to where you can answer messages and things without having to stop to play.
Oh yeah, Cortana's Microsoft's answer to Siri, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Right, Siri Cortana. This is in my fan fiction.
So when you act that out, do you just take like a Windows phone and an iPhone and smash them together?
Yes.
Cortana, tell me, what is it like to have a almost physical body? Well, let me show you, sweetheart. Just slap the phones together.
I mean, if it
Cortana,
wasn't
tell
bad-
Siri how she likes it. Anyways, they also introduced a little bit of the storyline with Halo 5, which looks great.
Yeah,
Amazing.
we'll be buying
Nathan,
that one.
Nathan Fillion is back as Buck, which he got a promotion, so that's good.
They're also bringing in Blue Team.
Yep.
So Fred, Linda, and Kelly. I need to go read
yeah.
some more of the books
That's
to
Blue Team for that.
figure out how they got out of that situation. But
I guess that means they're bringing they're bringing Gray Squad in on the 6th game.
nope,
They have to.
Gray Squad's dead.
How dare you?
Dare you, sir?
Anyways, but as long as they bring Kelly in, because she was one of my favorites.
Well, that's why I was saying I need to go read some of the books. Last I read was Ghost of Onyx, and they were still trapped in the Dyson Sphere. So
Yeah.
they get out somehow.
Yeah. Anyways,
Super cool.
super nerd stuff aside.
You didn't have to.
Rare came back in a pretty big way, I think. Rare, the game industry, which has been dead for a while now, or at least in limbo.
Wait,
showed
Rare
up-
or the gaming industry?
Rare.
Oh.
Rare,
The gaming industry as a whole.
Rare company, whatever the fuck. Rare. Developers, game developers.
Developers.
Those guys.
Developers.
Shut the fuck up. All right, Rare is coming back. They're doing a 30 game for $30 thing. You're gonna buy it. You're gonna love it. Fucking
Dude, that's how Microsoft should
Banjo and
open
Kazooie forever.
every one of their E3 conferences.
they're
Just
also-
that video clip.
They're also coming out with a new video game, so Rare is back, I guess.
That doesn't mean Rare's back. You're buying their old games. For
No. They're also putting out a new game.
Is it
I'll believe it when I see
Killer
it.
Instinct? They
Oh,
already
I
did that.
love Killer Instinct.
Let's
Is
talk
it
about the Cheetah
You can
Man.
play it again?
Donkey Kong
No!
Country 6?
No, we're not talking about that again.
Anyways,
Panther Man.
They don't have the rights to that.
Donkey Kong?
no, that's all
Oh, Donkey
Nintendo.
Kong went back to Nintendo.
Yeah. Back on Super Nintendo, Rare did make Donkey Kong Country, though.
Yeah, they did.
Anyways, they also showed Gears of War.
Ooh, I
the
got
new
this
Gears
one.
of War game.
It's Gears of War, now with flashlights.
Oh, chest high walls.
Yes, and more chest high cover. Seriously, it's the same shit except they put flashlights on
it's-
your Lancer. It looks retarded.
It's a fucking Gears of War game.
So it's gonna be terrible.
Anyways, they also showed the exclusive Tomb Raider stuff, which it looks great. So
Can you do
I can't really-
can you like fight dinosaurs in this one and stuff? That's what I want to get back to. The original Tomb Raiders, where you were fighting mummies and dinosaurs.
I think they're
Yes.
trying. I think they're trying to go a more serious route. At least that's the way it was with the last game.
You know
It
what
got
they
a
should do
little
in that
crazy
case?
near the end.
If they're trying to go the more realistic
Yes.
route, they should just cross Tomb Raider and Uncharted over and have
they might
those
as
two
well
fuck.
just do that. I mean, we already have Uncharted. Yeah, then they could make a baby, and it would be like the best little rock climbing this baby ever.
And her
Shut
name,
Shut
and
up.
her name was Carmen Sandiego.
Anyway.
Oh my god, I would play the shit out of that. I would be educated and entertained. So much
Oh
edutainment.
my god. We might have to have like an aftercast about fucking Fallout and Bethesda.
We're talking about it now.
Go.
All
We're
right.
a longer podcast than normal.
Stop touching me.
Put on those headphones.
So, Fallout 4 is going to be the best thing that's ever happened to me in my
Bethesda.
entire life.
No. Not talk about Fallout 4 yet. I want to talk about Doom. Because they opened up with Doom, and Doom was just... like it was probably the most excited I've been for a Doom game in a long fucking time.
Since when the last Doom game
No, I
came
didn't
out?
care about the last Doom game.
Yeah,
The
that
Yeah.
was like
Doom
10,
game was
12
really
years
good,
ago.
though.
I don't
After the
know.
shit fest that was Doom 3.
I didn't like Doom.
I liked Doom 3.
I like Doom 3.
I thought it was terrifying for my age and the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For when it came out.
Yeah, I mean, it was good
not,
when it came
not
out.
so much a few
but
years later.
Yeah,
but-
have you played it
But-
since? It did not hold
Yeah, it
up
didn't
well.
hold up.
But here's the thing. Like, the thing that I like the most about what they're doing with the new Doom game is they're bringing back, like... Because when I play the old Doom games, I always think of, oh, this is fun, this is ridiculous. I love this game. This is bringing that back. This is fun and this is ridiculous. You're blowing people's arms off, you're breaking people's legs and smashing their own foot into their faces, you're ripping people's skulls apart, and you're chainsawing people in half. It's Doom again. It's not just a fucking thriller video game, which I am sick and fucking tired of. It's Doom. It's gory ass, just go around a corner and shotgun blast somebody right in the fucking face Doom again.
Gory
I also
ass.
liked when you went to go get the ID chip in the guy's hand and you put it on the console and then it
tear,
slides down.
you literally break the guy's arm, tear his arm off, and fucking put his hand on the pad so that you can go through to the next deal.
Yeah.
It's find the red card, open red door, all over again. Just like the old Doom, just like the Doom that came out, it's Doom.
But in this one, you fall 30 feet, grab a guy by his fucking neck, throw him against a wall, and just like fucking squish his head.
Yeah, I'm fucking so glad that Doom
like-
is back.
Bulletstorm all over again. I love that game.
Bulletstorm was a lot of fun too, and that's one of those games that I felt like, yeah, I just want to kick everything. But yeah, so Doom's back. I'm super fucking happy about it.
Okay, can we talk about Fallout now?
No,
Because that's
because
the
we have
only
to talk
thing on
about
here that I actually care
Fallout
about.
Shelter. So Fallout Shelter.
Nobody's played it yet. Everybody knows
Nobody's
what it
played
is. I have Stephanie downloading it onto her iPhone. I'll give it a review next week.
It's basically XCOM, like where you're trying to make your base. Like, you know how it has that kind of fluidity, like you have to have power and all that stuff, and you can make different rooms for different things, like
Only you got little
tech
dudes.
lab and all that stuff, except it's all
You got
Pit
little
boys. Little Pit Boys.
little pit boy dudes like walking around like leveling up and in the gym, and they have to like fight off raiders and like rad roach
That's-
invasions.
they have
And
to
it's a
make-
mobile game. You get to
And
take
they-
Fallout with you.
And they do it, and as the overseer, you get to name the children.
Yeah.
Ultimate power.
I'm gonna name every one of them Dick Butt.
Welcome to Vault number
69.
This is Dick Butt.
This is Dick
And
Butt.
his
We
son,
are-
Dick Butt.
We're all dick
We
butt.
are all Dick Butt.
The only ones who are not dick butt are Gary.
Gary and Dick Butt.
Gary.
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 Oh,
Alright,
Fallout 3.
Fallout 4, go.
All right, Fallout 4 looks fucking amazing.
This is unfair. We're at 58 minutes.
So, keep
Go.
talking, bitch.
Over.
We're gonna go over.
I'm
little
really
bit.
excited.
There's a lot of stuff to talk about this week. Sorry, we're going
That's
over.
all Alex has to say. I'm very excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm really, really excited.
I think that we need to purchase 2.
I have never been more excited for a video game, and I can't remember the last time I was excited for a video game this much.
Yeah, same here.
I'm so excited for this game, it kind of makes my balls hurt.
You should get that
You should
looked
get
at.
that checked.
No, that's why I jacked off 5 times yesterday.
Oh, so you're saying it gave you blue balls to the point where no amount
You
of
had to
ejaculation will subside the pain.
That's
interesting. Until November.
Yeah.
I actually considered going up into the mountains like Cartman did and trying to freeze myself until November. But then I remember that it's the middle of summer and that won't work. So by the time it gets cold enough for me to freeze up there,
It'll be
will
time for game out.
Josiah's room looks like that shitty Spider-Man who actually can shoot red webs from his wrist when he first discovers his powers.
Yep. You're actually not far off.
Well, that's all right. The
Anyways.
other Spider-Man used Bing as a search engine. So, I mean, pick your battles here.
PC Master.
Hey, speaking of which, Bing is actually really good for finding porn. You should use that instead of Google.
Why?
Really?
Seriously, yeah.
Bing is good for porn.
Yeah, that's the only thing it's good for.
I didn't know that
But
because
why?
it's terrible always.
Use Booble.
Why would it
it's-
be better?
No,
Something
we're
about
not talking about porn and
Stop,
Bing. We're
stop.
talking about Fallout 4.
Something about their search algorithms runs differently. It's
This-
more.
Oh my
This is
God.
for the
for
nerdcast,
porn.
right? Like, we know all you nerds out there can't really get laid, so we'll teach you how to find the
Yeah.
right kind of porn.
Use Bing for porn.
So I work at Domino's, and Domino's uses Bing as its like map engine, and it's always so fucking off all the time. It makes me laugh so hard. Like that's fucking Bing for you.
Because they're making sausage pizza porn.
Yeah.
Anyways, god damn it. Fallout 4.
That should be like an entire podcast, dude.
It's not going to be. Listen. So we're going to talk about Fallout 4 a little bit. Obviously, we're going to be talking about it until fucking November and then beyond that. It's Fallout 4. We're super fucking excited. So, what in the game are you most excited for that they've showed so far?
The dog. No,
Okay.
the customization, everything about it. I'm so excited. Fallout is my favorite game.
Okay,
They are taking
okay,
everything
alright.
that we have asked for as a gaming community, what they've done with Skyrim, and all the different DLC and the mods and all that shit. They're looking at it and they're saying, all right, we're going to listen to you and we're going to give you everything you want.
Yeah, that's actually a nice little nod to the PC Master Race. Is a lot of the things that they're bringing in were mods made for New Vegas, like the weapon customization.
Yeah, weapon customization, you can do all that already.
You know, the build your own outpost thing. That was also a mod.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
there
the
was a
mod
lot
that
of
actually
empty
turned a lot
space
of-
out there, too.
The mod that turned Fallout 3 and New Vegas into like an actual first-person shooter, where instead of having to like level up all your skills to make your guns do damage that would actually do anything, it was actually almost like a first-person shooter where your skills would increase your accuracy and different stuff like that. So it actually felt a lot more intense when you actually had to like bust in a door, because if you get shot twice or something, you might just be dead.
It
Right.
also made Death Claws not as scary.
Yeah.
Death Claws suck ass.
Speaking of which, the Death
Hate.
Claws in this one are gigantic for no
They're
reason.
huge.
They should be. And all the different monsters and the fucking jetpack.
Yeah, they
When
look like.
I fucking came my pants when fucking I saw the jetpack mod for the fucking power.
Yeah, just
Legitimately thinking about naming my character Tony Stark.
dude, I'm sorry, but power armor is a big reason why I fucking love Fallout. And when they showed him going into the power armor for the first time, I was just like, "That's how it works."
That's
I
exactly.
was just like, "Oh my god!" ah!"
It's not you raise your Pip Boy to your face and you say, "Yep, power armor on."
Yep.
Yeah, like the way it splits open in the back and he actually has to step in and it closes
Yeah, dude.
behind him.
But that also is like, is it going to be a separate thing? Like, are you going to be wearing your own armor on the inside of it? Does that matter? Is it a thing where it's just like you can just use that your entire time, or do you have to have like a battery pack to keep it running, or like what?
For the jetpack, you probably will. I don't imagine you'd have to for just regular powered armor.
Maybe not. It would be nice to see that you actually have to leave power armor around, because like it's kind of ridiculous to say you can remove power armor and just keep it in your pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you actually, if you need to get out and get into a smaller part of the
Yeah, like if you actually want
The
to
map
sneak
or whatever.
do something like that, or like get through a small hole or something, if you had to leave your power armor behind, I think that'd actually be a pretty cool
you'd
addition.
just have to come back for it later.
The thing I'm most
Yeah.
excited about is probably the weapon customizations. They already said we're getting 50 base weapons, and then I think they said we're getting something like 800 mods.
Yeah, so you can tweak your you can tweak your laser pistol to be a laser rifle,
Or-
you can tweak your plasma caster to be a plasma sniper rifle.
Yeah,
I'm
like
going
the-
to make a precision silenced fat man.
Alright.
The big one that I saw in just the E3 demo, and they showed it really quick, was they had an automatic firing scatter laser.
Yeah,
So you can have an automatic laser shotgun.
yeah, it was an RCW with a scatter shot at the end of it.
They're
Yeah.
also bringing the junk jet back, so a lot of people are getting killed with pencils again.
Yep, damn right.
Oh my god, the part in the video where they like slow motion like Vats the teddy bear exploding that raider's head.
Dude, there
Yeah.
are only 2 things that I ever fired out of the junk jet, and it was pencils because it decided how much damage you do based on how light the object you were firing. And since pencils had no weight, you basically were doing maximum damage.
Total damage, yeah.
And then teddy bears, just because if you play with the bloody mess perk on, that shit's hilarious.
Yep. Just see a fucking teddy bear going through and
Was
then
that
just
in
hit him in the
Vegas?
chest and they explode.
That was in. I did it in 3.
It was in 3.
I didn't
You
play.
have to find the schematics to
I
make
have
the
to-
jump
I
line.
think
Yeah, you actually have to build the junk jet, and it's a pain in the ass.
I've
But
only built one gun.
once you actually get it built, it's like the
It's
only
the
thing you'll
best
ever
game.
use.
It's the best thing.
That is
ever.
gonna be the best. Like fucking, I cannot wait. Like
I know.
literally, like I hope I get into a car accident tomorrow and go into a coma for 3 months.
Shut up. Don't say
Wait,
that.
how many months is it? I'm sorry, not 3.
5.
5 months.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry, wait, I don't want to go to a coma 3 months. 5 months, yes.
Wake me up on November 10th. Wake me up when September.
So much brain damage.
Damn it! No, that
I
doesn't
feel
work,
like I should
because
punch you for
October
that.
comes after September, and then it's November.
I
kind of feel like I should strike you for.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
just Fallout 4. I mean, I can't fucking wait.
It's
gonna
kind
be
of
great.
sad that Bethesda already gave me my game of the year. Like, there's no question now.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Well, that's
the
the thing with those games.
same thing that I can say now is, what if it sucks?
It's
That's
Fallout.
funny.
It's gonna suck in one way or another, but
It's Bethesda. It's gonna suck in one way or another.
Yeah, it's
because Bethesda
probably
doesn't
still
make
gonna be-
flawless games.
No.
no, we get
and
them
that's
at beta
what- that's
stage
what
and they
we
have
love
us
them
beta
for.
test.
Yeah,
It's-
and then once it's beta tested and they say, here's all the problems, they said, well, we already released it, sorry.
Dude, you know what's fucked up? Like the first thing that I thought when I saw like the preview that it just like the first thing that I thought was like, oh, Bethesda's still making those cold, dark, soulless eyes, but I can forgive them.
I mean, that's the thing is,
That's
like,
the
other
best thing it's off
companies.
on is like, how much can you forgive Bethesda? Like, we made a pile of crap, but it's kind of enjoyable, and you're like, well, okay. Someone else will fix it later for you, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's another thing. They're bringing the mod community into it with if you have it on Microsoft on Xbox.
Yeah, they already said
They're-
coming out of the box, it's gonna work with
Please help
Steamworks.
us make a functional game.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's face
See,
it.
but that's the thing is, like, already knowing that going in is totally different than buying a game from EA where they make it look functional until it comes out, and then it's just a big
and then
buggy
it doesn't
piece of
work
shit.
for about
No,
5
but-
months.
Yeah, but they make
Bethesda already tells you, hey, it's us, guys.
We
Come
got
on.
close.
You know this is going to be buggy. You're going to buy it anyways. Here.
no.
We got close, guys.
They always make full games. Though.
Yes, I mean I love Fallout 3. I
For
love
beginning
Fallout
times. Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas. I absolutely loved Skyrim. I don't care what anybody says. I love that game, and I spent hundreds of hours on it.
When you finally got it to work.
It worked right out of the box for me.
Oh, you didn't have a PS3 then?
I did have it on PS3.
Did you get the patch that completely crashed it and they couldn't fix it for months?
No, because I
Dude.
didn't have internet.
I
had it out of the box.
I started Skyrim with the best, the best bug was that I just kept it didn't cap me at my mana never ran out, so I could just constantly cast fire, and I was just like, and then they fixed it in the patch, just like fuck, what do I do now? And
Yeah, you actually had to work to kill things. It was kind of sad, actually.
But the fact of the matter is, over the past few years, everything that Bethesda has put out that has been an RPG or something of that sort, I've loved it. So I'm super fucking excited for Fallout to come out. I'm going to love it, no
Yeah.
matter what happens.
no matter what.
So
See, it's just so buggy, I just can't seem to enjoy it very much. I mean, it's kind of like if you go out to, have a nice steak dinner or something and you have to keep pulling off the cockroaches because the steak's really good.
well,
It's
you're
still
trying
gonna ruin your appetite because there's so many fucking bugs in it.
Logan,
no.
Logan. We
No, man, the
can't.
bugs are extra protein.
We can't all afford nice steak
No.
restaurants that aren't covered in cockroaches.
No, here's the thing. What you're saying
Fancy
is
pants.
way above and beyond what you're trying to.
No,
It's
you're
more
saying
like you're
I
saying,
ordered a steak and I
I
found a
ordered
fucking hair.
I ordered a steak with no mushrooms, and it came with mushrooms.
No, because I definitely all those bugs. It's an unfinished game.
Logan like.
Shut up. All right, let's get done with this because I'm tired of listening to Logan's sass.
So sassy.
Wait,
Cynical sass. That's your new.
So
That's your
you
new
know, though,
handle.
I didn't notice any bugs, but I am.
But you played it years and years.
I was
later.
gonna say you're also playing it years after the fact. We're
After
talking
you
like when
fix
it
all the
first
bugs,
came
yeah.
out.
Oh, okay.
Most of these games come out of the box. Some of them are unplayable. It depends. It's luck of the draw.
Skyrim
Logan.
was just fine out of the box.
Your new handle is cynical sass.
You got it.
Okay.
I don't know. Can you really put like a snapping noise in
How
there?
about
Cynical sass.
Saskamojo.
Yeah, see? 3 snaps. The Z snap has 3 snaps. It's 3!
It's 3. It's
That's
not
a lot.
4.
It's
If
not
it's
4.
only 3, it's a 7.
It's only 3, dude.
It's
No,
a
'cause you don't
snap
have to do it at the
per
end.
line.
This is dumb. Can we end this?
I'm actually really glad that we were still recording for that.
3.
Because now
Anyways,
everyone's gonna know.
Good night.
everybody.
Thank you all for listening. Like us, subscribe, tell your friends, post it in the forum, tell your
Poop your
grandma.
pants.
Poop your pants.
Obviously, we want everybody to enjoy the Roll2Pose podcast, so please tell us what you think so we can change things, and then maybe it will actually be good for once.
And then also,
Yeah, don't forget to Z-snap your way out the door.
yeah. It was like 12, but whatever.
Thank you very much for listening to the Roll2Pose podcast, and you guys keep on rolling.